Okay, guys, so another question. I got quite a few come through from Stephanie sent through WhatsApp last night. So let's have a look at this. I've used two SEO page generator products before, both WordPress plugins. They worked as stated. However, my WordPress hosting blew up because my account exceeded the allocated inode limit. Okay, I could pay a lot more for hosting, but right now this is not one of my priorities. Okay, I had to look up. I had no idea what inode limit was. Okay, so I did look it up. So what is inode limit in website hosting? The answer here in website hosting, an inode limit refers to the maximum number of files and folders, including emails, documents, images, etc. So you're talking about how heavy the site gets from creating huge amounts of pages, images, and documents and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so here's the thing. If I come back over to my main doc over here, let's talk about strategy. Now, we've already covered this one for the microsite networks. That's what I will be doing, okay? But here's the thing. Here's a terminology that I want you to think about, okay? Campaign sculpting. We do not need to create 10,000 pages. What happens if you create 10,000 pages? Okay, you're going to rank for hundreds, probably thousands of keywords, but it's going to, if you put it through like a rank checker, it's going to be using keywords as in the full title, okay? And that's not what we want. We want to be able to sculpt these campaigns, and that's the beauty of the way that I've built this tool. It's built so that we can sculpt campaigns that are really meaningful about things that people will likely be searching. Now, if you're in a local market, how many pages do you actually need based around one subtopic? Okay, so for example, let's just jump in. I'll come into local traffic commander. Okay, I'll click on content generator here. Okay, you'll notice some differences that we got. I put these available shortcodes down here so that you can put them anywhere in the content. I'll cover that in just a couple of minutes. But anyway, campaign name. Let's say I want to do Patia AI marketing workshop events. Okay. And I'm going to use keyword-based modifier generated titles. Okay. AI provider. I'll stick with OpenAI, but you've got Anthropic, you've got Gemini. You've also got OpenWriter, which gives you access to some other ones as well. I'll stick to photo for GBT. Then the advanced options. Okay, so default image. I'm just going to take one I was playing around with earlier. It's not related to this particular campaign, but just so that you can see it in action. Okay. Call to action phone number. Okay, we added that this morning, and we added these two this morning as well. What this is a default image. It's going to be for all the posts in that campaign. That's what I meant before when I said about the content is going to be too similar. Okay, and the video. The idea here is that you're going to put something in there. Maybe you can take a workflow diagram. Maybe you want to put a banner ad as a feature image, but you make it the size of a YouTube thumbnail. So it's at the top of the post and it's like calling out what your offer is. Okay. And it's one image for that one campaign. We're sculpting the campaign per offer, if you like. Okay. And also the video. Maybe you got a video ad that you've created. Maybe you've created a video with AI or you've recorded a video yourself that is specific to that offer, to that one campaign. Okay. So we're going to sculpt campaign to fit that. Okay, we can put call to action phone number. Okay, so we can put a telephone number so we can get a click to call. Now, I had my doubts whether the click to call would work. Okay, I personally think it's better done in WordPress with a WordPress plugin. So you might want to use a WordPress plugin instead of this, but test it. If it doesn't work here, use a WordPress plugin to do it. There's plenty of free ones. I'll add one into the WordPress template when I get the second that I need to be able to build it. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my title, which is also my main keyword. It's a long tail keyword. I'm going to put my text in here, and I'll put in here the website. Okay, I think it's smvworkshops.com, and the homepage is a landing page. Okay, so all of these are going to be linking to that landing page. Okay, so now I've got that. When we come down here, we got some information that we can use if we want to use AI generated content. Okay, AI generated content, we're going to do it here. And we can copy this shortcode that's got exactly this information that we need as well for our URL, hyperlinked URL, hyperlinked text with our call to action. Okay, I'll just click on copy the shortcode here. Right now, when we come in here, and if we only use this if we're using it for AI, okay, we're getting AI to do it. I highly recommend you do that. You can see it's kind of pre-filled because I've been running that same campaign for testing again and again and again, because it keeps the stuff here. It saves me from having to type it again. So this service is offered. What I can do is I can put in here my main keyword again. Okay, and it's going to do variations of that. I forgot. It's going to do variations of that. So I'm going to put in here AI marketing workshop events in Patia. Okay, it's capitalized Patia here. Right. Now, down here, you can choose states, provinces, metropolitan areas, radius-based, okay? Now, I'm going to keep it just states and state, province, cities, okay? And country, Thailand, state, province, Chonburi, which is the region that we live in, okay? So I'll click on here. It's going to generate the keywords based on what we've given it here. Okay, so we've got the front end modifiers, we've got the end modifiers. Here's the thing, the end modifiers, they're completely optional. You cannot use them if you don't want to, okay? And now I'm going to click on generate locations. Now, once I've got that, we can see the different service types, and it's got some things correct and some things I wouldn't want to use. That's okay, okay? And we've got some front and end modifiers. I'll click on apply all keywords and locations, okay? And then I'm going to scroll up and you can see campaign progress up here. We've got setup, we got content. Let's click on content. Okay, now I'm going to stretch this down and I'm going to choose, let's see, hands-on is definitely one that I want. Strategic, results-driven. I don't want to do results-driven because it depends on other people if they're going to be in a workshop and take action or not. Okay, I'll put in here expert and professional, hands-on and strategic. Okay, only 4. Only 4. These are not capitalized yet. They will be capitalized when they actually turn into titles. Okay. Next, service types. That was another question we got. I think it's from John. Okay, service types. Okay, AI content marketing workshop, and we got, let's see what else. AI driven marketing consultative. Don't even know that makes sense. Okay, so what I want to do is AI marketing workshop. SEO seminar, no. Digital marketing training, no. AI driven marketing workshop events. And then location, I'm going to cut this right down. Okay, so I'm sculpting. I'm not making huge amounts of posts. I don't believe we need huge amounts of posts, but entirely up to you. You can do thousands if you want. Okay, but entirely up to you. And here we can start to expand it a little bit again. So I've got in patio, which I don't need to put in because it's already in here. Okay, with limited seats near you, with free resources. I'm going to take all of that out. I'll keep the top 3 for now. For local business owners is okay. Tailored for beginners is okay. Networking opportunities, no, I don't want that. Okay, so here's what I've got. I've got 4 times 2 is 8, times 1 is still 8, and times 4 is 30. And times 5 is 40. Okay, that's giving me 40 articles, all based around AI marketing workshops. Do you think that's enough for a place like Patia? I do. I don't think there's many people advertising for that kind of thing, and not many people optimizing for that kind of thing. Okay, for me, that's enough. You might want to take that further. It doesn't mean just because the AI has generated these that you have to stick to exactly these. You can go over to ChatGPT, okay, and I've created for you a whole bunch of GBTs, question-based headlines, okay, hook-based headlines, local entity-based headlines, okay? Spintax template tool as well, okay? Affiliate headlines if you want to do local marketing with, you want to do affiliate marketing with local, so geo-targeted affiliate marketing, you can do that. You can play around with those, okay? So what I can do if I wanted to is say to ChatGPT, I need headlines that are going to be specific to that particular campaign, and it will give me ideas for being able to do that. And I can just simply copy paste the ones I want in here, okay? But for now, for me, that would be okay. 40 is perfectly fine. I'm not going to make them public anyway right now. I will take things a little bit further before I do that. So what I can do now is I can generate the templates, okay? The templates are these things. The main content template is where you're going to find your shortcodes, okay? The call to action template, again, where you're going to find your shortcodes, the metadata description, etc. You find your shortcodes, etc. in there as well, so that you can optimize your content. You can optimize the metadata. Let's click on this, see what happens. Now, don't forget, we get this stuff over here. This shortcodes, list of shortcodes. Okay, now I've got that, I can apply the template. And so my templates have now been applied. So I can take any one of these, okay, and I can put it in multiple places. I can put it in here. And I can put it under the main content. That's a click to call button, and I can put it at the end of my call to action, okay? And so now I've got that. What we can do is we can go to preview and generate. It's going to tell you how many articles. You can see we've got 40 articles, okay? So when I start generating these articles, then it's going to create the articles that I can then post into WordPress, okay? And what we can do as well is we can make sure that we have got, come back over to, I think it was this one here, and that was the one before. I can make sure that we have got this. I'll copy this shortcode and put it into my templates over here as well, okay? And so I've got the call to action hyperlinked as well. So I can say to them, sign up now to secure your spot in a transformative workshop. Okay, equip yourself with essential tools and knowledge. Okay, and I can put it in here somewhere. I probably wouldn't put it in here. We'll probably think about it a little bit more. But we can put a link and we can put a click to call. Okay, we can put a link and click to call in other places as well. Just put it up here. And I can put it at the end up here. And so you're giving people two options. Now, I would strategically place those, but as I'm doing a video, I'm just carrying on with what I've got. Okay, so I'll start to generate these 40 articles, okay? And we'll get that progress bar showing everything is working. Okay, and once these have been done, I can post them into WordPress. It's really fast to post them into WordPress. Then we can go and check them. Okay, so that's another full demo that you've got here. And don't forget, you've got this list of shortcodes you can put anywhere within your content templates. Okay, anywhere, you can do that. And that just gives you the ability to have complete control. You can even take all of the stuff that you've got under content, okay, and you can screenshot it. And you can go over to the GPT. What I did earlier is, let's see if I can find it. I'll open this up. This is a chat I had earlier when I was checking. Somebody asked me if we can still add Spintax, even though I don't think it's needed. I thought, okay, if you really want it, I'll add it. Okay, so I click on the Let's Get Started button, ask me a bunch of questions. I just uploaded an image, which was just a screenshot. All I did was click on print screen. And when I clicked on print screen, I pulled it up like this for all the content template that I had. Okay, I pasted it into ChatGPT and I simply wrote, can you work from this template screenshot? And said, yes, it can. And then it wrote for me the suggested intro template with Spintax. So if you want to use Spintax and make even more variations of that, then you can. So I could take my 40 articles, for example, and easily make every single one even more unique if I wanted to do that. But each one is going to be unique anyway because of the AI input. Okay, so Right now, we've gone 14 minutes in the question. I thought I was going to answer in about 2 minutes, but never mind. We'll come back to this after it's finished. So I'm going to end this video now, and we'll go into the next questions that came up, okay, for content. Okay, we'll talk about content. We'll cover content marketing with Local Traffic Commander next.